Hi there, my name's Lawrence Allam and I'm the founder and director of Think Marketing. Thanks again for taking the time to watch one of our Marketing in Volatile Times videos, which is part of a 10-week series on how businesses can market themselves during difficult periods. During the series, I'll be highlighting strategies that businesses can use and even pulling together some best practice case studies from companies that are either doing a great job at marketing themselves right now or have done in a past volatile period. These strategies and case studies are actually really important because while some businesses might be struggling in one way or another, others are going to be doing really well, and it's often components of their marketing that's helping them get on the front foot. So it's really important to highlight that, and so we can bring it into our own businesses. It's important that we're pushing a marketing agenda at some level so we can actually connect then with our clients and markets. Please feel free to leave a comment or connect with me, as I'd love to hear what you thought about this or any of our other videos or content. And if you want to get in touch and explore this topic in a little bit more detail, then there'll be contact details at the end of this video. Today, however, I wanted to talk about strategy number 3 in the Think MiVT guide. Now, these days we hear the phrase adding value practically every day. We hear it in motivational speech videos, in social media rants, and in almost any book or post about sales, leadership, or marketing management. But in my experience, while a lot of businesses may think they're actually adding value to their clients, in reality, they're not. And as author and well-being guru Deepak Chopra suggests, if you want something, give it. So for MiVT strategy number 3, we have to offer clients massive and genuine value through our sales and marketing. This is almost an extension of strategy 2, and I'll include a link to that video in the comments below if you're interested. What I mean, however, though, is that strategically added value is cost effective and will leave your customers with large, warm and fuzzy feelings about your brand, services, or products. And in a world of seemingly endless options, especially in volatile times, your target audience needs to perceive your offering as the most valuable. But what do we actually mean by value? There are so many different ways of looking at it and definition that it seems almost esoteric. It's easy to say, but it's actually quite difficult to nail down, and that's because it's so subjective. And what a business might think is of value, your clients or target audiences might not. I think, however, we look at value as providing information, insights, and actions that improve your customers' circumstances in some way and their ability to act. And it's those latter parts of that statement that are really important. So then why is it important when we're marketing in volatile times? Well, your customers and audiences, as we've already spoken about before, are going to be being painfully disrupted, and quite often their buying behaviors are going to be different. In some cases, they may stop buying altogether or just for a period of time, and even disruptors may emerge to serve the market differently. So think about iTunes, Uber, Tesla, Xero, Netflix, companies like that. As such, most businesses need to go well beyond the norm to attract and convert audiences. People don't like being sold to at the best of times, really, let alone in a crisis. So if your marketing isn't focused on providing huge and often free value to your audience, now's the time to start. You need to really consider, what's going to help them and what they need, and then within reason, actually provide it. But then how do we create and then add that value? In the last video, I mentioned Bob Burg and John David Mann's book, Go Givers Sell More, and that will provide some insights into value and how to define it. But the Go Giver is more of a short business parable, a bit like Who Moved My Cheese. So it's a great story and it's great storytelling, but it really leaves you to fill in the details. But a bit like Deepak's quote, it actually advocates that the more value you provide, the more you receive in return. And it does that across 5 key areas, or as it terms it, laws, which are value, compensation, influence, authenticity, and receptivity. Go back and check out my last video if you want more details on that. And again, I'll include a link in the comments below so you can get to that video easily, as it provides an understanding of why giving massive value is so important. But to determine value for your audiences, there are 5 things that you can consider. One, of course, ask your clients actually what they value. Whilst you and your teams might understand your audience's needs and wants in normal times, this can often change in volatile times, sometimes more than once. So ask them and keep asking them what they value. Don't take anything for granted, and don't determine value without putting your clients front and center. So don't just sit in a boardroom with your sales and marketing teams and spit out what you think is of value. You actually need to ask your clients. Also give expert advice. Now, this sounds really simple, but forget the marketing and provide genuinely valuable advice. This builds know, like, and trust factors, and it helps customers feel supported and like they're more than just a sale to you, really. Next, you can use content to connect. If you look at social media accounts, some feeds look like they're just scrolling billboards, whilst others post and share things you'd actually want to read and engage with. This can include, your own content, but also shared posts and articles, whatever really you feel is of value. Because essentially, if you can filter, find, and collate quality information and deliver it conveniently at just the right time and in a well-formatted, nice, bite-sized pieces, then you'll actually be adding value. Next, you can actually add individual value. So when you, this can be, content. You can provide a specific deal, preferential pricing, extras, whatever it might be. But after each individual client interaction, follow it up with something of value. It's likely in that interaction that the client has indicated what they want to know about. So keep, providing that information. It's a reason to keep engaging with them. And again, it builds those know, like, and trust factors and can help win that client when they might be thin on the ground, especially in a volatile time. And then lastly, create value-based communities. Now, if you're working in specific niches, of course, your audiences are going to be feeling the same pain points, and they're likely going to value the same things. And today, it's really easy with social media to create captive groups that share information and discuss issues and opportunities. This can often take on a life of its own, and you can just feed it, but it also helps you to temperature check different types of value and see what collective groups find of value, and then you can go outside of that and market further. So as always, to bring all this thinking into a succinct view, I've produced this guide, which is designed to give you actionable strategies that you can implement today to connect with your audiences and potential clients quickly and effectively. So, I've mentioned 3 strategies so far. There are another 7 in there, of course. So if you're trying to survive, win more business, or just keep your brand relevant, it's definitely worth a look. And again, I'll include a link in the comment section below. You can also go to our website, though, at www.think-moa.com.au. There's plenty of information on the site that you might find useful. Specifically, check out our resources area and, of course, our blog, which has got MiVT information in that, including blogs which you would have seen on LinkedIn and in other places. But there's also content about different marketing strategies, inbound marketing case studies, and also specific content for professional services and recruitment firms, which is our area of speciality. Of course, if you want to speak to me directly, like if you have any questions or you want to go a bit deeper on this particular topic, or even if you just want to use me as a sounding board, I'd love to hear from you. You can contact me via email, which is on the screen there, or my mobile. That is my direct mobile number, so please don't abuse it. Or even contact me via social media with LinkedIn and Facebook probably being the best options. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video, as will the other videos, and if you have, please give it a like. But most of all, I hope you found it useful. I'd love to hear what you thought about it, so please do leave a comment or connect with me. But most of all, thanks for watching, and don't forget to have a little bit of fun with your marketing today. Thanks, guys.